Unit 14, Agreeing and Disagreeing.
Read the following word groups aloud several times. Please don't try to learn by heart.
Your subconscious mind will do that job even without your knowledge and rush into your tongue whenever it is required.
Yes, your job is just read these word groups aloud several times.
Asking whether agrees or not.
Isn't it?
Is it?
Don't you think so?
Don't you agree?
Don't you think?
Do you agree?
How about it?
Right.
Okay.
All right.
I don't think we're going to agree on this, are we?
Won't you agree?
Agreeing openly.
I agree with you.
Yes.
Yes, sure.
You are right.
Of course, that's a good idea.
Yes, that's quite true.
Well, you have a point there.
Disagreeing openly.
No, I can't agree with you.
No, never.
No,
You are wrong.
that's not a good idea.
No, that's not true.
You don't have a point there.
I can't accept what you say.
It is not so. It is not like that.
It's impossible.
It can't be so.
No, I couldn't go.
I don't know.
It cannot be.
This is not true.
Agreeing reluctantly.
Well, maybe you're right about that.
Well, I suppose you're right.
Well, maybe.
Well, it is a bit difficult, but I'll try.
Well, I'll try, but I can't promise anything.
Well, you may have a point there.
Yes, you may be right about that.
Yes, you could be right.
Yes, as far as I know.
You are right, but
I agree with you, but...
I would agree only.
Oh, well, I'll give it a try.
Perhaps you're right about it.
Perhaps you may have a point there.
No, I suppose not.
Disagreeing tactfully.
There's a lot of truth in what you say, but...
Perhaps, but don't you think?
Yes, but don't you think?
Forgive me if I'm wrong, but...
Actually, in fact, I think...
I hate to contradict you, but I think you're wrong.
Excuse me, but that isn't so.
Sorry, I don't quite see it the same way.
I'm not sure I quite agree to that part about it.
I don't think it's quite that simple, you see.
That's a good idea, but...
To a certain extent, yes, but...
That would be great, except...
Yes, that's quite true, but...
I see what you mean, but...
I take your point, but...
Well, you have a point, but he didn't do it deliberately.
Well, you have a point there, but...
I can see why you think that, but...
I can see why you say that, but...
That's one way of looking at it, but...
Yes, maybe. Perhaps. Possibly.
In most cases you would be right, but...
Personally, I'm more inclined to agree to.
Personally, I wouldn't go so far to say that.
Yes, you're quite right. Of course. But how can we convince him of it?
Yes, but wouldn't you say that he was absolutely sincere?
Yes, but what about yesterday?
Yes, but I think it's not so much a case of...
Oh, you're probably right, but is he telling the truth?
Yes, but don't forget...
Perhaps. But don't you think it was a bit odd?
True, but how about all the good things he has done?
I think perhaps it's more a case of...
But isn't it more a matter of...
Actually, I found the book a bit difficult to understand.
I know nothing in this connection.